Okay, so here we have the integral of secant cubed of x times tangent of x dx, and this might not look at first blush like a u-substitution integral, because we have a secant cubed, not a secant squared. If it was secant squared, it would be straightforward because that's the derivative of tangent. But secant cubed is not the derivative of tangent. Secant squared is, and tangent is not the derivative of secant cubed. So we don't, or at least it doesn't look like we have a function of a function times the derivative of that function. But, and this is a really important and common trick, and that's why we're doing this, is to learn this. If we rearrange this slightly, so not draw in green highlighter, if we arrange this slightly to be secant squared of x times secant of x tangent of x dx, then we can recognize that here we have a secant function which is being squared, so the squaring function is being applied to it, and right next to it we have secant of x times tangent of x, and secant x tangent x is the derivative of secant. This is why it's so important to know all of your trig derivatives and derivatives of all the fundamental functions of calculus. But now this makes it clear that it actually is a u substitution. So with that in mind, we can set u equal to secant of x. This gives du by dx is equal to secant of x tangent of x, or du is equal to secant of x tangent of x dx. And this, and we'll make it all pink again to make sure that our colors match up. Here is the green, u is equal to secant. Now we have this is a straight up u substitution. We're multiplying a function of a function times the derivative of that function after we rearrange it a little bit to make it clear, to make this relationship clear. So we can re-express this thing as equal to integral of u squared du. Maybe we'll do that a little bit less strangely. It's a little bit better. U squared du, which is, of course, u cubed over 3 plus an arbitrary constant. And then we, at the end, of course, go back and resubstitute in the secant for the u, and we get secant cubed, rather, of x over 3 plus a constant. And we can check that this is correct by taking the derivative.